Yo, welcome back to Calibria Crystal Guardian. Spend the whole day leveling up my two glorious wonders, which is Cupid and Hattori. Still haven't gotten them to level 40. They're at level 39. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the third. I just want to show you what I could do. What you could do with them. They're very good. This is how I approach the game. I approach it by not trying to be a rune hoard. So 9 times out of 10, when I do run a dungeon, I'm selling all 5-star runes. I know when you early game, you want to keep them, but once you have a solid team, a team that you know for a fact can actually do the dungeon, then if the runes are working fine and the runes are giving you what you need to get, sell the garbage rune. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't have subpar common runes on my unit, but I'm slowly going through and replacing them. So I'm not going to ramble that long. We're going to make this a quick video. We're just going to showcase what a Hattori and Cupid could do. This used to be my C8 team, floor 8 team that I used to have. And I try my best to shoehorn Enchantress, and I just couldn't do it. I'm sure somehow, some way she could probably make it. And the reason why I'm doing floor 8, so this is once again, go back to before I got distracted. The reason why I'm doing floor 8 is I'm using it as a test bed. I use it as a test bed to see, can I get my unit down to a minute. I could practice on 9 or 10, but the key is, unless I have enough Calianite to actually get all my runes to be max, it's going to be a waste. I'm going to be restarting and everything else like that. So I want to do this so where I can still succeed, still get rune, or still get EXP, or still get some Calianite to max out my other runes. So here we are with Hattori and Cupid. I use Hattori speed lead because, let's look at their runes real quick. As you can see, he's on the attack build with slot 1 being slot 2 is speed, HP, hit, which actually makes no sense. Makes no sense, and that's the key. Like, I've literally been messing around with runes today, and when you look at his skill tree, you notice that you're kind of off because he is an attack unit, and as you see, my 2, 4, and 6 has no attack in it. It's straight speed, HP, and hit. So you're saying to yourself, why? We're going to do the run, and then we're going to talk about that when we do the run. Cupid is an assist monster. He's on speed. Speed. Nice HP substat. He's on attack. You think Hattori should have these kind of stats. And HP. And yes, I could switch out Hattori runes with Cupid runes to make Cupid more tanky and Hattori more attack. But the reason why I said before, I could switch out the runes, but I'm not. Everything works out. Here's my Abyss my Abyss Lord. It's pretty. This is what I have counter on him. So he's also on speed, defense, attack. I used to have him on hit, and the hit. What I need to get better with camera. The hit was very helpful, but I realized it wasn't steady enough. And I said before, I spent all day trying to fine tune this whole team. This is not the end all of what I want to do, this is something that's going to make it consistent. So he still has some hit, and I got him on counter. His skill one always, this is what I'm trying to say. His skill one attack all enemies at all times. See? So his skill one attack all enemies. So every time he counter, he hits all enemy. Bad if you're using a succubus who put everybody to sleep, but if you're not using a succubus, great thing to do. His skill two, uh, you can see right there. All right, another burn effect. His skill three is what I'm using. So as you can see, he had 15% chance to absorb all damage. So if he's getting attacked, there's a 15% chance that he doesn't lose any health. But he dispel one of the enemy debuff with each attack. That's why hit is kind of important on him. And I used to have him on hit, but he really wasn't doing what I need him to do. And I try to do defense and make him all defense, like defense, hit. The problem is once you get defense broken, he's useless and you die. And according to his skill, it says 100% of attack and defense. So the question really ended up being is, although it was, right next to his name, he said he's a defense type monster. The reality is, if you're using attack with it too, why not use attack? So that's my logic so far in the game, and we see the run. All right, so we got that in place. We know that everybody is using the druid because the druid is a great healer. I am not using the druid. I'm instead using Celine. Here's her stat. She's on speed, HP, HP. And she does a lot of damage with attack, but if you put attack on her and your wounds are not in the greatest condition, you're going to die. And then my last but not least monster is so this is what I've been doing. I've been trying to decide, do I want to use Lumi? I've been trying to see if I wanted to use the Flame Spirit in order to try to deal as much damage. It just I couldn't get the crit rate where I wanted to. I couldn't get nothing that I wanted to with her. I did use the Angel of Death, but once again, she only had one AoE skill, and she really wasn't. I mean, the only thing she was good for was the attack break. The reason, if it wasn't for the first wave being so darn tanky and hitting so hard, Noctura would be awesome. And now that I have so you see what I have right now, right? These guys are awesome, and I'm gonna show you how you use Hattori and Cupid. Okay. Tomorrow I am building my brand new. I just got him literally 1 minute before recording. I'm building my shaman. The shaman will be built tomorrow, come hell or high water, because the shaman skills, this third skill right here, where they curse the enemy, basically the enemy is taking twice the damage. So when you pair him up with Cupid, who's increasing damage, you have a recipe to where you could really one shot an enemy, like close to one shot an enemy, if Hattori actually land all his skill 3. So when he did hit six times, skills 2 through 6 would do poison on critical strike. And once he does that, with the curse, the hatred arrow, the boss should be dead. So we're going to do another review of that tomorrow. Search for the shaman update. But for now, we're just going to use Lumi. Lumi provide a nice little freeze that I like. So let the run play. And what I'm trying to do is trying to get the speed tuning down right, because I want the Cupid to go first in order to do hatred mark on everybody. And then my so let's see how this go. All right, that's Hattori. What you just see is Hattori. And this is what I see. That one is not taking it. So this is what I'm doing. I like Lumi. I'm probably going to end up 6-star on her if I didn't get the shaman. But now that I got the shaman, I'm not going to 6-star. Not yet, anyway. But as you can see, she come in clutch because by preventing the enemy from moving, we're in a good space. So let's see how we go. The minute they hit her, she's going to revenge. She has a built-in revenge on her 3rd skill, so you don't need to put the counter on her. She's going to automatically revenge every single time. So before this wave is right, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to clear this wave. That's before I know this is floor 8, but I figure if I could get this down to at least 40 seconds, then it's just a matter of improving my runes to get to floor 10. I have done floor 10 before, it's just not super consistent. I need to max out my hit on Cupid. See? Lumi does not survive. That's why I wanted her to actually be 6-star, but I'm not concerned anymore because I do have the shaman. All right, so here's the beauty of how Hattori, and let me show you how that works. Not concerned, not concerned. Celine will always heal. In fact, we're gonna show it right here. See that hate mark? So much energy he lost just because of the hate mark. And yeah, Cupid can hit. But let me show you what's gonna happen. Hate mark. Well, the hate mark didn't land, but the love mark landed on us. So therefore, the boss does not hit us for a lot. See, it got a built-in defense buff. So once, look at that. Oh, and this is Hattori. Hattori, you see up there that question mark at the very top? That question mark ensures that the boss does not use his laser. The vampire lord, all the vampire also have the same skill. And I was thinking about, see, I'm not concerned. He's already below 50%. He is not going to use his laser that kills everybody that you see in the game. And that hate mark, so long as Hattori could do another round of 6-star. Right about, nope, not in time. Not in time. But that's the beauty of it. The love mark prevent us from getting killed. The hate mark ensure that his damage is increased. So right there, automatically, he's dead. I'm looking with the shaman and that curse mark. I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's a one. That's an easy kill. So let's run that again. As you can see, my best time was 1:33, but for some reason on this tablet, my runs are slower. Yeah, the vampire is a great. So if you don't have a Tory, but you do have the vampire, find a way to put the vampire in your team because once the vampire uses sanguine, he's able to do the same thing to where the boss does not use his laser skill. So that's for all you brand new players to the game who's trying to find a way to not die on the boss stage. Once you get there, put the vampire in there. The mummy is good. All these other monsters are good, but you know that once the boss does his passive, which is that laser heart, your team get wiped. If you want to prevent your team from getting wiped and to make sure that your run is secure, a Tory is great. But if you don't have an Hattori, the vampire is also perfect. And the vampire is also great for arena. So before I'm only, I can't wait to use the shaman tomorrow. It's just too late. I just put. If I didn't just pull them, I wish I would have put them earlier today. But I was avoiding all summons today because I was so focused on getting all these Hattori and Cupid to max level. I didn't want to use Selena at first, but because I had the Druid, but she's a lot better than the Druid because she gives the HP, she gives the defense, and she gives a boost to two. So if you got her, man, don't sleep on her. There's that hate mark. Now it's time for me to. We didn't get no love mark. All right. This is where the Abyss Lord come into place because with the Abyss Lord, he automatically going to debuff one of those. Perfect. I try to use the. I try to use. Okay, so at least we know that he's okay. He's not going to be able to use his laser. See how much HP he just lost? I should have paused it right there. The laser is not coming out. I want to use Harpy because Harpy will automatically uh, reduce skill. So if just to brainstorm for those who have different monsters out there, if you do have a Tory or a vampire or something with bleed, the Harpy would reduce the skill, which is awesome. Lumi is only here just to fill a slot. There's a lot better monsters you could use. Like I do have a Windwalker, and a Windwalker will provide some kind of boost to ensure that you can go again. That's another alternative for the Windwalker in Lumi. I just needed a monster that could do AOE damage for that first stage. That first wave is always my concern. There's nothing after that. After that is a cakewalk. It's just that first wave. So I wanted Lumi that way in case something don't go right. For instance, like this, she comes through and frees somebody. Okay, one person got freeze and the same person that was getting hit the whole time. And once you build her correctly, I'm telling you, man, her revenge will automatically be able to kill her. And that's what I said before. I just need her to just. I don't care if they do anything else. So long as they attack her, we're good. But they're gonna go for the abyss. He debuffs. So every time he counter, he debuffs. That's why I want to count on him so bad. He counters a lot more in the boss stage than he does on the regular stage. Kind of odd how the AI works. Love mark is around. I wish that was on the middle boss. Okay, somebody's okay. Two is frozen. If they're frozen, they can't move. So that gives you plenty of time, and you don't have to worry about dying. Love mark, so therefore that's his last time living. That love mark do a lot of damage. That love mark do a lot of damage. I mean that hate mark on these look at that. Okay, so he's slow and he has a hate mark and he's questioned. Oh man, watch. Okay, pay attention. Ready? Wait, watch how his HP just literally just melt away. See how much that takes? Now watch this again. It's gonna happen again, and next time he's gonna be. You see where that? Just watch. I need to skill up a Tory real bad because I need him to actually have a shorter cooldown time. HP, look at that. Then he could do his next move. He's automatically dead. That hate mark is going to ensure that he's dead. There's nothing he could do. He got too many dots on him. So you see how I'm going with this. So if you haven't gotten a Cupid, or if you did get a Cupid, build it. If you got a Hattori, build it. They work very well together. Cupid and anybody work well together too. I try my best to try to get the Goblin to make it through. The problem with him is he died in the first wave. Actually, the second wave. He died during the second wave, and I couldn't make him. I couldn't get him to go through. So other than that, this is how you build them. We're not going to hold you up. So Shaman is coming. So look forward to that video tomorrow or the next day, whatever day you see this, the very next day after that. And on y'all say, yo.